Peace and blessings, everyone. Jimmy Williams again, back with another short and informative video. Praying you guys are having a fabulous day. And I want to call the attention right now to my business owners out there, entrepreneurs. Whether you have a big business or a small business, whether you cut lawn or you do hair, or you are a plumber, etc., etc. Entrepreneur that works from home, you're a serial entrepreneur, you're in real estate, but you are a business owner. Okay, I have a brand new course I just launched, and I think it'll be very beneficial for you. Okay. Having said that, the course is called the 7-Figure Business Blueprint Course. 7-Figure Business Blueprint Course, and of course, sky's the limit. I mean, some people don't want to make $1 million, right? But when I say 7 figures, I'm talking at least $1 million up to $1 billion or whatever, right? But at least that $1 million mark that makes you a multimillionaire. But again, everybody doesn't want that. However, the course talks about how to start from scratch and implement some strategies that's going to take you from where you are now to where you want to be, to where there's overflow, there's more than enough money, okay? And there's several topics that I talk about in these videos, and I'm going to go over that real quick so you have an idea of what this course is. But I guarantee you this. I never make a guarantee on numbers, but I do guarantee you this. If you take this course with an open mind and you have the mindset to really transform your surroundings and the things that you know about business right now, you're willing to grow and become more, I guarantee you're going to be a better person when you're done with the course, and you're going to make more money. I don't know how much. That's entirely up to you, but you're going to make more money, all right? Number one, I talk about how to run a business on autopilot. How to run a business on autopilot. And to do that, there's certain components that have to be established and actually executed, okay? So you have to have someone that's good at customer service. In other words, someone who takes the calls. You need a salesperson that knows how to go out and make the sales. You have to have a really good product or service, and you have to be able to deliver on that product. You have to know how and where to advertise, okay? That's how you scale your business. If you can't advertise and market and get it out in front of people, how do you scale it? And then lastly, I show you how to have the profit margins where they need to be so you make enough money so you're not underselling or overselling yourself. All those are key components to making it work, okay? Number two, I talk about how to buy other cash flow businesses. Now, this is something my wife and I learned a while back when I studied Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett became a billionaire by buying other businesses. Most people don't know that. He was in his 40s, but he had a system of going out, finding other businesses that were probably struggling or ready to sell, had something going on where they needed a little kinks here and there to fix it, or have the kinks taken out, to upgrade the company. He would buy it at a good price and save some money, and then rebuild that company up, make it better, and then he would resell it or hold it and make it double the value that it was. Well, you got to know where to go. I know certain websites, I know certain companies where you can go and buy a $10 million services business, that services computers, etc. And it already has cash flow. You just go and you buy it. You get the loan, you buy it. All right. That's a very awesome technique that I found, because some people don't want to really run a business. They'd rather buy one that's already existing, that has a manager, a CEO, CFO, all these people in place, managers, supervisors, and you take it over and the checks start coming to you. I talk about that in this course, all right? Number three, I talk about where to advertise. And this is one that I think is a deal breaker for most people who have really good products and services but do not know how to get it out in front of people. Guys, you can have the best product in the world and nobody knows you exist. It's a problem. This is the one that I feel that most companies fail to deal with. They're either afraid to advertise, or they don't have advertising budget, or they just flat out are stuck in their own way of doing things, and they won't put their ads in a newspaper or something like that, right? Or do any kind of unconventional advertising, like going downtown and handing out flyers. All these methods work. It all depends on the product you're selling. But I talk about where to advertise. All right. I have certain companies that I work with where you could put a tiny little ad in a newspaper, tiny, real small, 15 words, 18 words, and blast that thing out to 7 million people across the country and pay anywhere from $1,500 to $2,000, sometimes less than that. But that one ad can bring in 100 customers that's paying you, $1,000 a piece. What am I saying? You can make $100,000 from one tiny little classified ad that reaches 2, 3, 4, 5 million people nationwide, just like that in a week's time. But you have to be willing to take that risk and try it. Some people won't even try it, but I show you how to do that. I know several different companies that do it, all right? That's one thing you learn in the course. Number 4, I show you how to get business funding, okay? So this business funding is something I've been in for several years. I've probably gotten about 100 people, anywhere from 30,000 to 400,000. Some people a little bit more than that. Collectively, you're talking, I don't know, $50 million collectively with all the clients. Maybe not that much, maybe 30 million, somewhere in there. But my point is, I know how to go out and get the smallest amounts of funding and the larger amounts, and I know where to get it and how to do it. Even if you don't have a corporation, you're doing business, as self-employed, somebody that's just working out of your home, okay? So that's a sole proprietorship. But you would need to incorporate to get bigger lines of credit, business funding, etc., etc. I do all of it, and I show you how to do it in this course, all right? Number 5, I have an affiliate marketing. This is on kind of a bonus, but it's an affiliate marketing course that I did a while back, and I'm going to add it included. I show you how to go out and find other people, I would say not business leaders, but affiliates, people that want to make money, and they want to come on board with you, and they want to bring you traffic, they want to bring you sales, and bring you people in that want to buy your product, and you just pay them a hefty commission. That would be an affiliate. That's affiliate marketing, right? You got to know how to go out and encourage these people and inspire them to come and sell your product. See, you are one person, but when you have an army of people, let's say 100, male or female, men or women, they're selling your product. Now you have 100. You have 100 people promoting your product, so you're 100 times richer. But you got to know how to do it and how to motivate them and make it where it makes sense for them to work with you and partner with you. That's a bonus I'm going to give you guys. And lastly, the most important one is you guys get to get me one-on-one. Okay, when you buy this course, I will give you a one-on-one session for at least 6 months for 20 minutes apiece. That first session I'll do an hour with you, because sometimes you're going to need an hour just to get out what you want to say and kind of communicate with me your vision, your plan, your business plan, and where you see yourself in 5 years, and how you plan on executing the strategies that we outline together. All right, that's it. This course is awesome. I think it's a game changer, and I'm telling you from experience, coming to this city, to Atlanta back in 2018, living out of my car, my wife and I, and building $1 million business in the next 4 years in real estate. We know how to do it. We tried so many different companies. Guys, you're looking at a guy that tried maybe almost 100 different opportunities since I've been alive. I'm 50 years old now. I started when I was 20. And the last 4 businesses I started 5 years ago, those are the ones that succeeded. All the other ones failed. So I know how to fail and I know how to succeed. And I want to teach it to you and share it with you. And in fact, if you get this course, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you my free book. It's called Jimmy Williams Uncut. It's where I did a live video on TikTok where people were asking questions and things of that nature, and I was saying hello to everyone. So it's uncut, but I gave my testimony of living out of my car and coming here with my wife and I, and some of the intimate things of our failures and how we became successful, so you can get to know a little bit more about me. I'm going to give you that free if you get the course, okay? It's an audio, it's a video on YouTube. It's private type. You can't see it because it's private. So you'll be able to see that video and get the actual book. There's an ebook where it's all transcribed, so you can read it as well. All right. Now, what you probably say, what is this going to cost me, guys? I normally sell this course for $5,000, or $4,999 is what I normally sell it for. All right, and it's worth it. But because you're a part of my YouTube community, I'm going to sell it for 75% off. Okay, so it's $999. So for $1 less than $1,000, you can have access to the course, and you have access to me. Okay, again, it's $999 if you are seeing this on YouTube for a limited time only. Probably in the year 2026 coming up, it'll go back to $5,000. But right now, until that time, I will sell it for $999. Okay, you get everything we just recapped and talked about. Let me just recap again for one last time. You get how to run a business on autopilot. Number 2, how to buy other cash flow businesses. Number 3, where to advertise your business. Number 4, how to get business funding up to $1 million. Number 5, affiliate marketing. And last but not least, number 6, you get one-on-one time with me. Okay, over the phone or on a Zoom call, so we can talk. We can figure this out. If you're in another country overseas, more than likely it's going to be a Zoom call. But guys, I want you to prosper. I want you to make it. I want you to make it to the top. Okay, and there's certain things that you have to understand about business to get there. All right. One of my videos, I talked about the Robert Kiyosaki cash flow quadrant. I talked about if you're on the left side of the quadrant, then you're still working for money. You're trading hours for dollars with a job, or you're self-employed where the business is small enough where you have to do all the work, like an attorney or a doctor, because they have to go to work. If they don't go to work, they don't get paid. They're still on the left side of the quadrant. They may make a lot of money, but they can't control their time. And I talked about when you get on the right side of the quadrant, which is the big business or the investor, then now you can control time and in a lot of cases money. Because now you buy a big business, like you buy a franchise like McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, or one of the other ones, right? You buy it, it's making $2-3 million a year, and you're getting a salary, and everybody's getting paid, and you don't have to interfere. It just brings in the money. Well, that's what this course is all about, teaching you how to control your time and money and how to scale your business. All right, that's what you're going to learn. So hopefully you got something out of this. If you stayed to the end, I really, really appreciate you guys. If you want to set up a call before you even decide to join, you can do that too. Just shoot us an email at cryptexmillionaires@yahoo.com. Again, cryptexmillionaires@yahoo.com. That's one of the opportunities that I'm a part of, Cryptex. But I answer most of my emails from there because I'm a pretty busy guy. All right. I appreciate you guys. Make it happen for yourself. I'll see you at the top. Take care. Bye-bye.